ages ago, way back when, somewhere between the extinction of dinosaurs and the Glorious Revolution of 1688, Rachel Reviews all tags me in the chocolate book tag, so that's what I'm going to do today. I'm actually probably going to end up saying quite a few similar books to her, and I'll just link that video that she did on her chocolate book tag below and you should go and check it out. So I'm going to answer 7 chocolate based questions, but I thought I'd give you a quick sneak preview because I actually have 5 of the books right here with me and you might be able to guess which one goes with which question. Number 1 is Dark Chocolate, a book that covers a dark topic. I'm actually going to go with a book that I first read in year 6 because it just happened to be in my school library, and I think it's called Second Star to the Left. The whole plot of the book is about this girl who develops anorexia. At the time when I read it, I didn't know that much about anorexia, and it was what first introduced me to the idea that it's an illness and it isn't about a diet gone extreme for the sake of looking thin. Corny as it may sound, I picked that one because I think it's a perfect example of showing the importance of reading, especially for children, as a way to learn about the world around them. The second one is your favourite light-hearted / humorous read. I'm going to cheat and say 2. First, I'm going to say The Princess Diaries because I absolutely loved that series while I was in my early teens and read them again and again. And the second one is a more current one, and that is Hyperbole and a Half by Allie Brosh. I'm guessing most of you have heard of her before. She's got a very successful blog, and this book is actually half material that's already been on her blog and half new material. If you haven't heard of her, I'll link her blog in the description and you should definitely go and have a nose around because it's just absolutely hilarious. And number 3 is A Milk Chocolate, a book with a lot of hype that you're dying to read, and I've picked Americanah by Chimamanda Adichie. Obviously, ever since she was sampled in Beyonce, she's blown up even more, but even then she was really well known and really well acclaimed for her books. I think I started reading Purple Hibiscus, but I didn't finish it for some reason, but I'm really excited to read this, particularly since it deals with race. Number 4 is Chocolate with a Caramel Centre, a book that makes you feel all gooey in the inside as you read it, and my pick is going to be no surprise. It's just been everywhere, and that's Eleanor and Park. Eleanor and Park, essentially, you've got a girl called Eleanor, a boy called Park, and they go to the same school and they sit next to each other on the bus and they gradually fall in love. The book does cover darker issues. For example, Eleanor's home life isn't very safe, but the gooiness really comes mainly from Rainbow Rowell's writing style. She just has this way of creating these small moments and then going on to another small moment, and it's just really lovely, and if you haven't read it yet by some miracle, you definitely should. The 5th question is Wafer Free KitKat, a book that surprised you lately. I can't actually really think of one I've read lately that's particularly surprised me. I'm going to kind of do a cop out and say I'm currently reading Dance of Dragons Part 1, and obviously with the Song of Ice and Fire series they have all these different characters. It's a book with a lot of twists and turns and a lot happens really. Number 6 is Snickers, a book you're going nuts about, and I'm going to pick Cat's Cradle by Vonnegut, which I'm also currently reading. I've never actually read any books by him before, but he's obviously such a celebrated writer who wrote about issues that were really big in the 20th century. For example, Cat's Cradle centres around the atomic bomb. And lastly, we come on to number 7, Hot Chocolate, and that's the book you'll turn to for a comfort read. This is the book that I actually have turned to a comfort read many a time, which you might be able to tell by its slightly battered nature, and that's Let's Pretend This Never Happened by Jenny Lawson. This is another book that was based on a blog. Jenny Lawson blogs at The Bloggess, and this book is, I think it's kind of been titled as a mostly true memoir. Yeah, I've just leafed through it so many times, so it's definitely one of my favourite books. To do the tag next, I tag Cara Camus, Teen of Little Hollow and Irony Pursuit. If you're reading anything good at the moment, let me know down below in the comments, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!